Marley was dead to begin with.
There's no doubt whatever about that.
The registry of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, and the undertaker.
Did Scrooge sign it?
Old Marley was as dead as a doornail.
This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story we're about to relate.
Scrooge knew he was dead.
Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge was his sole executor, his sole friend, and sole mourner.
Scrooge and his business partner were together for I don't know how many years.
Their firm was known as Scrooge and Marley.
Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood years afterwards above the door.
Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge.
A squeezing, wrenching,
Grasping, scraping,
Clutching, covetous old sinner.
hard and sharp as flint.
from which no steel had ever struck generous fire.
Once upon a time.
On Christmas Eve,
Old Scrooge sat busy at his counting house.
It was cold, bleak, biting weather.
Merry Christmas, Uncle! God save you!
Bah! Humbug!
Christmas a humbug, Uncle. You don't mean that, I'm sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come now, what right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Humbug!
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas. Out upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money, for finding yourself a year older, but not an hour richer? If I could work my will, every idiot that goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it, but you don't keep it.
Well, let me leave it alone then. Much good it has done you, much good it will ever do you.
There are many things from which I might have derived good, by which I have not profited, I dare say, Christmas among the rest. But I am sure I have always thought of Christmas time, when it is come round, apart from the veneration due to its sacred name and origin, as a good time, as a kind, forgiving, charitable, a pleasant time of year. It's the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem to open their shut-up hearts freely. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good and will do me good, and I say God bless it.
Let me hear another sound from you, and you'll be keeping your Christmas by losing your position. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder if you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
I'll see you in hell first.
What? Why? Why?
Why? Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love? The only thing more pathetic than a Merry Christmas. Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, with all my heart, to find you so resolute. But I've made the trial an homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle, and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Mr. Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, sir.
There's another one. My clerk, with 15 shillings a week and a wife and family, going on about Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Do I have the privilege of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley died 7 years ago, this very night.
We have no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly. Many thousands are in want of the common necessaries, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the workhouses? Are they still in operation?
Yes, both very busy, sir. I wish I could say they were not.
Ah, good. I was afraid from what you said that something had occurred to disrupt them in their useful course. I'm glad to hear it.
Under the impression that they hardly furnish Christian cheer of the mind or body to the multitude, many of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth.
We choose this time because it is a time when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices.
What shall I put you down for?
Nothing!
Oh, you wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Seeing you asked me what I wished, that is my answer. I don't make merry at Christmas myself, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the institutions I had mentioned, and those that are in need must go there.
Many can't go there.
And many would rather die.
If they would rather die, then they'd better do it and decrease the surplus population. Besides, it's none of my business. It's enough for a man to understand his own business and not to interfere with the business of others. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all.
You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose.
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I were to reduce your salary, you'd think yourself ill-used, and yet you don't think me ill-used, paying a man a day's wage for no work.
But it's just once a year, sir.
A sad excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Be here all the earlier next morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ah!
Scrooge went home to bed.
The fog and frost hung about the old black gateway of the house.
Oh! Ah! Much? Who are you? Ask me who I was. Who were you then? You're very particular for a ghost. In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe in me? I don't. What evidence would you have of my existence beyond your senses? I don't know. You doubt your senses? Anything can affect them. A mild irritation of the stomach. Why, you may be an undigested bit of beef, a crumb of cheese, a bit of underdone potato. Why, there's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are, humbug, I tell you. Beginning to hear me? Dreadful apparition! Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not? I do! I must! But why do the spirits come to earth and why do they come to me? It is required of everyone that their spirit go forth in life among his fellow men. And if that spirit does not go forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander the world. Oh, woe is me! And witness what I cannot share, but might have shared and turned to happiness. You're affected. Tell me why. I wear the chains I forged in life. I made them link by link and yard by yard. I made him of my own free will, and of my own free will I bore it. Would you know the weight and length of chain you bear yourself? It was as heavy and as long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. Ebenezer, you have labored on it since. Yours is a ponderous chain.
Oh, Jacob Marley. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. Comfort comes from other regions. It is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. Very little more time is permitted me. I cannot rest. I cannot linger anywhere. Mark me. In life, my spirit never wandered beyond the narrow chambers of our money-changing hole. Weary journeys lie before me.
You must have been very slow about it, Jacob.
Slow?
7 years dead and traveling all the time?
The whole time. No rest, no peace, incessant torture of remorse!
You must have gotten over a great deal of ground in 7 years, Jacob.
Oh, captive bound in double iron! Not to know that no space of regret can make amends for one life's opportunities misused. Yet, such was I.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business! Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Mercy, charity, forbearance, benevolence, all my business. At this time of year, I suffer most. Why did I walk through the crowded streets with my eyes cast down? Never look to that blessed star which led the wise men to the poor manger? Were there no poor homes to which its light would have led me? Hear me, my time is nearly done.
I will. Don't be flowery about it, Jacob. Pray.
I'm here tonight to warn you. You have a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring.
You are always a good friend to me, Jacob.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you have no hope to shun the path that I tread. Expect the first tomorrow night when the bell tolls 1.
Can't I have them all at once, Jacob, and get it over?
Expect the second on the following night at the same hour, and then the third upon the following night after that, when the last stroke of 12 ceases to vibrate. Look to see me no more, and for your own sake, Ebenezer, remember what has passed between us.
Was that a dream or not? Quarter past. Half past. A quarter to it. The hour itself, and nothing else. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am!
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past!
Long past?
No, your past!
What business brings you here?
Your welfare!
I cannot help but think that a night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to that end.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
But I am immortal and liable to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand, and you shall be upheld in more than this. Do you remember this place?
Remember it? Oh, I was bred here.
Your lip is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek?
Nothing, Spirit. Just a pimple, Spirit. Lean on.
Do you recollect the way?
Remember it? Why, I could walk it blindfold.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years.
Why, I know this road. I know every fence and post. Oh, and there's the winding river beyond the church. I know them. They were my playmates. Oh.
These are but shadows of the things that happen. They have no consciousness of us. Merry Christmas.
I wish. Oh, it's too late.
What is the matter?
There were just some children singing at my door earlier today. I would have liked to have given them something. That's all.
But the school is not quite deserted. A solitary child remains at school through the holidays, neglected by his father and forgotten by his friends. Do you remember?
Poor boy.
Dear brother, dear Fan, I've come to bring you home, dear brother, to bring you home. Home, little Fan? Yes, home for good and all, home forever and ever. Father's so much kinder than he used to be. He spoke so gently to me last night that I was not afraid to ask him once more if he might come home for Christmas. And he said yes, and sent me in a coach to bring you. We're to be together all the Christmas long and have the merriest time in the world. Thank you, dear Fan.
Always the delicate creature whom a breath might have withered. But she had a large heart.
So she did. I will not gainsay it, Spirit.
She died and had, as I think, children.
One child.
True, your nephew.
Yes.
Let us see another Christmas. Do you know this place?
Know it? Why, I was apprenticed here. Why, it's old Fezziwig, alive again.
You hold there. Ebenezer.
Dick Wilkins, to be sure. Bless me.
You hold there, my boys. No more work tonight. Hilly-ho! Clear everything away, my lads. No more work tonight because it's Christmas Eve.
Small?
Why, is it not? He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
It isn't that, Spirit. He had the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome. But the power he gave, the joy he gave was quite enough.
to be worth a fortune.
What is the matter?
Oh, I would like to just say a word to my old clerk, Cratchit, just now. That's all. That's all.
My time grows short! Quick! You're older now, a man in the prime of your life.
It matters little to you. Very little. A new idol has displaced me.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
This is the even-handed dealings of the world.
You fear the world too much. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you.
What then? I have grown so much wiser. I am not changed towards you, am I?
Our engagement is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Your own feeling tells you that you are not what you are. How often I have thought of this, I will not say. It is enough that I have thought of it and can release you.
Have I ever sought release?
In words? No, never.
In what then?
In a changed nature, in everything that made my love of any value in your sight. If we had never been engaged, tell me, would you try to win me now? If you were free today, can I believe that you would choose a penniless girl? No.
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. I release you. With a full heart, for the love of him you once were, may you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Spirit, why do you delight in torturing me?
I told you, these are shadows of the things that have been. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
I cannot bear it. Take me back. Take me back.
They are what they are. Do not blame me.
Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Come in, come and know me better, man.
Who are you?
Said the king to the people everywhere. Listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us
the like of me before.
Never. Spirit, conduct me where you will. If you have anything to teach me, let me profit from it.
Touch my robe. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, joy the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Spirit, how could you, of all people, deny these people their opportunities? You would deny them of basic necessities, of food and warmth, on this of all days?
I deny them.
Forgive me if I am wrong.
There are some among this earth of yours who lay claim to know us, who do their deeds of passion and pride, ill will, hatred, bigotry, envy, and selfishness in our name. Remember that and charge their doings on themselves, not us.
Where is your precious father then? And your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha wasn't as late last Christmas Day.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Here's Martha, Mother. Roger's such a goose, Martha.
Bless your heart alive, my dear, how late you are.
Well, we did deal of work to finish up last night, and I had to clean up this morning, Mother.
Well, never mind. As long as you come, sit before the fire and have a warm, my dear. Lord bless you.
No, Father's coming. Hide, Martha, hide.
Hello, my dears. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Why, where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming upon Christmas Day?
Here I am, Father. It was only a joke.
Oh, thank goodness. We'll have a Merry Christmas after all.
Martha, Tim, look at all the goose mothers cooking.
You went to church tonight, dear?
We did.
And how did little Tim behave?
As good as gold and better. He gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much. And he thinks the strangest things you've ever heard. He told me coming home from church that he hoped that people saw him and that it was pleasant to them to be reminded upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. He's getting more hardy and stronger, don't you think, my dear?
Yeah, try
The goose smells delicious, Mother.
Let us give thanks.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat and a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
Oh, no, kind spirit. Tell me he will be saved.
What does it matter? If he be like to die, he better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, will you decide what men shall live, what men shall die? It may be in the sight of heaven you are more worthless than millions like this poor man's child.
Amen.
Amen.
Merry Christmas. God bless us.
God bless us, everyone!
To Mr. Scrooge, I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I'd like to have him here to give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and hope he have a good appetite for it.
My dear, it's Christmas Day.
And it should be Christmas Day, to which one drinks the health of such a stingy, odious, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. No one knows better than you.
My dear, the children.
I'll drink his health for your sake and the day's, not for his. Long life to Mr. Scrooge. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
To Mr. Scrooge!
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
He said Christmas was a humbug. As I live, he believed it too.
More shame for him, Fred.
I'm sure he's very rich, Fred. Isn't that true?
What of that? His wealth is of no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it.
I am sorry for him. Who suffers by his ill whims? Himself, always. Here, he takes it into his head to dislike us and won't come to dine with us. What's the consequence?
Indeed, I think he misses a very fine dinner.
I was only going to say that the consequence of his taking a dislike to us and not making merry with us is, as I think, that he misses some pleasant moments which could do him no harm. But I mean to give him the same chance every year, though, whether he likes it or not, for I pity him. If it only puts him in the vein to give his poor clerk 50 pounds, that's something, and I think I got through to him yesterday. Here, let's have us a game of yes and no.
Yes.
I'll start. I'm thinking of something.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it a savage animal?
Sometimes.
Is it a tiger?
No.
Is it a dog?
No.
Is it a horse?
Is it an ass?
No.
Is it a monkey?
Is it a bear?
Well, in some ways, but no, it's not.
Oh, I know what it is, Fred. I know what it is.
What is it?
It's your Uncle Scrooge.
Yes, it is. He's given us plenty of merriment, I'm sure, and it'd be ungrateful not to drink his health. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man, whatever he is. To Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge.
Hark! My time is drawing near.
Spirit, forgive me if I am wrong in what I ask, but I see something strange and not of yourself, but protruding from your skirt. Is that a hand or a claw?
It may be a claw, for there is very little flesh upon it. Look here. Oh, man, look down here.
Are they yours?
They are man's. This child is ignorance. This child, hunger. Beware them both and all of their decree. But most of all, beware this boy, for on his brow I see that written, which is doom, unless the writing be erased.
Have they no refuge? No resources?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Are there no prisons?
presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future. I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But as I hope to live to be a better man than what I was, I am prepared to bear you company and to do it with a grateful heart. Will you not speak to me? Spirit, conduct me where you will. Lead on, lead on. The time is waning fast. Lead on.
Well, look who's here. Why, if it isn't his old housekeeper.
Look here, old Joe. Open this bundle and tell me the value of it.
Well, let's see what you've got, Mrs. Dilber. Fancy seeing you coming here.
It's no sin. Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's true indeed. No man more so.
Who's the worse for a loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
If he wanted to keep these things after he was dead, the wicked old Scrooge, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he would have had someone to look after him when the struck of death came to him, instead of lying, gasping his last breath, all alone.
That's true indeed. The wisest word ever spoken. It's a judgment on him.
Oh, I wish it was a heavier judgment. Should have been. You can depend upon it if I could have laid my hands on anything else.
What is this? These blankets?
Who else do you think? He's not likely to get cold without them, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catching.
Oh, look at that shirt. Well, you can look at it till your eyes ache. It's the best one he had and a fine one, too. And they would have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What are you calling wasting of it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, for sure. Some fool put it on him, but I took it off him again. He can't look any uglier than he did in that one.
You know, you were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it. That's your account.
Yeah. He always frightened everyone away from him when he was alive.
To profit us when he was dead?
Spirit, I see the case of this unhappy man. Why, it might be my own. My life tends that way now. Oh, merciful heavens! What is this? Oh, Spirit, I understand you. And I would look if I could, but I have not the power, Spirit. I have not the power. Let us go. Spirit, if there is any person in this town who feels emotion connected to this man's death, show that person to me, Spirit. I beseech thee.
There is hope yet, Caroline.
If he relents, there is. Nothing is past hope if such a miracle has happened.
He is past relenting. He is dead.
Thank God! Oh, forgive me.
When I went to see him last night and obtained a week's delay, his housekeeper told me that he was ill, and what I thought was just a mere excuse to avoid me turns out to have been quite true. He was not only very ill, but dying.
To whom will our debt be transferred?
I do not know. But before that time comes, we shall be ready with the money. And even if we are not, it would be bad fortune indeed to find so merciless a creditor in his successor. We shall sleep tonight with light hearts, Caroline.
Spirit! These people are happier for this man's death. Show me some tenderness connected with a death.
And he took a child and laid him in the midst of them.
The candlelight makes my eyes weak, but I would not show weak eyes to your father when he's home for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it rather, but I think he has walked a bit slower than he used to these last few evenings, Mother.
I've known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulders very fast indeed.
And so have I, often.
And so have I.
But he was very light to carry, and your father loved him so that he was no trouble. No trouble. Oh, I think I hear your father at the door now.
Hello, my dears.
You went today then, Robert?
I did. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is, but you'll see it often. I promised him I'd go there on a Sunday. My little child. My little child.
Don't be grieved, Father.
My dear, I ran into Mr. Scrooge's nephew Fred today. He said he was heartily sorry for your good wife. By the by, how he knew that, I'll never know.
Knew what, my dear?
Why, that you're a good wife.
Everybody knows that!
Well observed, my boy. I hope they do. He gave me his card and said if he could be any service, to please call on him. It's as if he knew our Tiny Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
I shouldn't be surprised at all, mark what I say, if he gives our Peter an apprenticeship.
Only hear that, Peter?
Oh, there's plenty of time for that, my dear. But however and whenever we part from one another, none of us shall forget the first passing that was among us. Shall we?
No, Father.
No, Father.
And I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, although a little child, that we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No.
Not ever, Mother.
I am happy. I am very, very happy.
Spirit, something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. Tell me who that man was whom we saw lying dead.
no. Before I draw near to that stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they shadows of the things that may be only? Man's courses foreshadow certain ends. But if the courses be departed from, then the ends will change. Say it is so. Oh no! Oh no, kind spirit! Oh, kind spirit, I am changed. I am not the man I was. I will not be the man I must have been, but for these visions. Why show me this if I am past all hope? Oh, good spirit, tell me I may change the shadows you have shown me by an altered life. Oh, I will not forsake the lessons the spirits teach. Tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. Oh, wretched man. I see it now. I am not the man I was. I am changed. Oh, I will live in the past and the present and the future. The spirits of all three will strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and the Christmas tide be praised for this. Jacob, I say it on my knees, Jacob, on my knees. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all year. I'm alive! This is my room. This is my bed. Oh, and this, what? This is my blanket. They are here. I am here. Why? The shadows of the things that would have been, why, they may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. And the time before me is my own to make amends with. I don't know what to do. I'm
I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. Oh, a Merry Christmas to everyone. Hello. Hello. Oh, why, there's the door. There's the door where Jacob Marley entered. And there's the corner where the ghost of Christmas present sang. It's all right. It's all true. It all happened. I don't even know what day of the month it is. I don't know anything. I'm quite a baby. I don't care. I'd rather be a baby. Heaven and the Christmas time be praised. Oh, a Merry Christmas to everyone and a Happy New Year to all the world. Sweet, sweet, fresh air. Oh, why, hello there. Hello. What day is it?
Huh?
What day is it, my good boy?
Why, today? Christmas Day.
Ha! It's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. Why, the spirits, they got it all in one night. Well, they can do whatever they want. Of course they can. Of course they can. Oh, hello, my good fellow.
Hello.
Do you know the poultry on the next street over, but one on the corner?
I sure hope I did.
What a delightful boy. What an incredible boy. Do you know that they sold the prize turkey, the one in the window? Not the little one, the big one.
What? The one as big as me?
What a delightful boy. It's a pleasure speaking to you. Yes, my buck.
It's hanging there now.
It is. Go buy it.
You are joking.
Oh, no. I am in earnest. Go and buy it. Bring it back here, and I'll give you a shilling. Bring it back in 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, my. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He won't know who sent it. Why, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Merry Christmas! Oh, there you are. You won't be able to carry that to Camden Town. You'll need to take a cab.
Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Oh, Merry Christmas! Hello, ladies. It was very kind of you. I hope you were successful today. Oh, Merry Christmas to you both.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name. And I'm afraid it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon. And if you would be so kind.
Why, dear sir, I don't know what to say or what to do. generosity.
Oh, say nothing, say nothing. There's a great many back payments, I assure you.
Are you serious, Mr. Scrooge?
Oh, yes, yes, indeed. Will you come back and see me often?
We will.
Come and see me often. A Merry Christmas. A Merry Christmas to you both. Oh, and a Happy New Year.
Scrooge even went to church. He walked the streets. He watched the people scurrying to and fro. He patted children on the head. He talked to beggars and found that everything could yield him pleasure.
He had never dreamed that anything could bring him so much happiness.
In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house.
I bless my soul, who's that?
Why, it's I, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dine. Will you have me, friend?
Will we have you? Heaven and the Christmas time be praised. Uncle, this is my dear wife, Lucy. Lucy, this is Uncle Scrooge.
What a delightful, wonderful girl. My dear, can you ever forgive me?
Come in, Uncle. You're just in time to dine with us.
But Scrooge was early to the office the next morning. If he could only be there first and catch Bob Cratchit coming late.
And he did. He did it. 9 a.m., no Bob. A quarter past, no Bob.
He was a full 18 and a half minutes behind his time.
What do you think coming here this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir. I know I'm behind my time.
Yes, yes, I think you are. Step right this way, sir, if you please. Now, let me tell you something. I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I'm going to raise your salary. A Merry Christmas to you, Bob. A merrier Christmas than I have given you in many a year. And I will raise your salary and strive to assist your struggling family. And we shall discuss your affairs this very night over a Christmas bowl of smoking bishop. And now, put on the fire and get another coal scuttle before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more.
And to Tiny Tim,
Who did not die.
He was a second father.
He was as good a friend and as good a man as the good old city knew.
many had laughed at the alteration in him, but he did
But
not.
he let them laugh, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happened on this globe for good at which some people did not have their fill of laughter in the outset.
His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him.
And he was not visited by any more spirits.
To his relief.
And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well.
If any man alive possessed the knowledge.
And may that be truly said of all of us.
And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone!